Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. George Payne here with The Mannered Man, and today we're going to discuss budgeting. But before we get into budgeting, happy 4th of July to everybody. I hope everybody has a wonderful day and a safe evening. Don't drink and drive or do anything too crazy. So budgeting, this is going to be the first video of probably many videos of finances and doing your finances in your home. So today we're going to just discuss building a budget and how that's affected us and how that's helped us in our life. So we both lived in Virginia and we both had really good jobs where we got paid quite a bit of money. So we really weren't worried about finances, to say the least. Then we both figured out that we were gonna have to move to Georgia because the military was moving my girlfriend, and I decided to go along with her. So I had to leave behind my job. She was gonna have her job here, which she's military, so it's about the same when it comes to pay, but we were losing one income. So when we came down here, things were a little bit tighter and tougher when it came to the finances, and it affected our relationship, and it added lots of stress into our life. Finances, they add quite a bit of stress. So we had to figure out what we could do without and what we could live with. And it came down to building a budget. And when we got our finances back on the right page, things were a lot easier for us. We were less stressed. Our relationship, it really was back to normal. It was great. But things in the financial world will put a damper on things in your life and cause a lot of stress. But cutting back really helped. And then it helped when I also found employment here as well. We got to come back and reevaluate our budget. So I want to give you the steps that we used to make our budget. We're not financial experts. I'm not a financial expert, but this is what we did to help us, and this is the life we lived for about a little over a year until everything got back to normal. So first thing, you need to find how much money you're bringing in, income, you and your significant other, how much is coming into the household. That is your net pay, not your gross pay. Gross pay, yeah, you might have a salary, but you can't really use that number because it's taxed and there's deductions from it. So use only your net pay. Once you figure that out, you have to figure out what bills you have for your household. What must get paid? What are the important everyday essentials for your life that you must pay? That includes water bill, electric bill, insurance for your vehicle. If you do have an automobile payment, your car payment, and things of that nature. You can't live without having power, and you can't live without running water. That's just how it is. So those are things you must pay. So once you've made your bills and a list of those of things you must pay, you need to go ahead and make some categories. Gas, if you have pets, pet expenses, if you buy groceries at the grocery store. A lot of people eat out nowadays, which we'll discuss that in detail in another video, but your grocery bill, etc., things like that. So entertainment. Once you figured that out, see how much you're spending or you have budgeted for that certain category. So for us, gas, $200 a month. That's what we budget. Grocery, $100 or less a week. Those are just some numbers that we use. That might not be numbers that you can use or that you do use. And once you figure that out, add all of those items up. Your bills, the things that you buy, and your categories. And if you have money left over from your income, have that number. If you're negative, it's time to go and start cutting back on some things. It's cutting back on your gas. Can you maybe drive a little bit less instead of running the roads all over the place? Some people just run the roads, go everywhere all the time. Can you cut back some of the expense of your gas? For us, it was calling around and getting cheaper automotive insurance. See if there were any better deals out there. And you'll be really surprised that there are better automotive insurance deals than what you're currently paying out there. It's actually quite surprising the difference in some of these companies. So call around and do that. Try to limit the money that you're putting into these categories. See what you can knock down on. And if you get your number to living right there on what you're making, that's good. If you have quite a bit of money over what you're paying, that's fantastic. If you're negative, just keep cutting back until you are taking care of everything you need to do to live your life comfortably, and try to cut back on the things that maybe you don't need, say Netflix, things like that. If you notice that your number that you have left over is an amount, and you don't see that in your bank account, or you don't see that in your checking account, your savings account, or you do not know where that money is going, check your bank statements. Look at, oh man, I'm here spending $5 at Parker's today, and man, I spent $5 every day this week. I spent $35 at Parker's. Well, that's $35 that is in that leftover number. That's money that you can save, put in your checking account, or invest in your future, invest in your retirement, try to find a Roth, invest the money in stocks. I mean, that is part of trying to build your future also. We'll talk about different things in this later on. We are just trying to get a budget down today. Those are things that really helped us, because when we came down here, like I said, I was not working. So our household income was significantly less than what we were used to in Virginia. So we had to fine tune it until I found employment here. And when I found employment here and our household income went up again, we were able to revisit this budget, and some of the things that we cut back on, we were able to purchase again and implement in our life again. But until we had our finances straight, we couldn't do that. You just have to live your life the best you can and afford the things that you must. And one day you'll get to a place, if you budget, that you'll have things to go on, have money to go on trips. You'll have money to buy your children extra things. You'll have a more comfortable life if you just budget and understand where every penny of your money goes. This is going to be my video on budgeting. If you have any further questions, please feel free to contact me. You can use any of my social media platforms, or you can contact me directly in the comment section of the video below. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm really excited to see where this channel is going, and I appreciate all you guys' love and support. I love you all, and I hope you have a happy 4th of July. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and like this video. Thank you so much. Happy 4th of July, and stay safe. Thank you.